Welcome students. Today I am going to explain from Geography 6th lesson Industries. Learning objectives: to know about the nature and the importance of industries, to understand the general classification of economic activities, to identify the factors responsible for location of industries, to study about the classification of industries. Industries. Industry is a process by which the raw materials are changed into finished products. Many raw materials are not fit for human consumption. Therefore, there is a need for conversion. This transformation of commodities from one form to another form is the essence of manufacturing industry. Arrival of science and technology helped the man to fabricate raw materials into finished products. The economic strength of a country is always measured by the development of manufacturing industries. Therefore, any country in the world is basically depend on the effective growth of industries for its economic development. Economic activities. Economic activities are related to the production, distribution, exchange, and consumption of goods and services. The primary aim of the economic activity is the production of goods and services with a view to make them available to consumers. Human activities which are performed in exchange for money or money's worth are called economic activities. In other words, economic activities are those efforts which are undertaken by man to earn income, money, wealth for his life, and to secure maximum satisfaction of wants with limited and scarce means. Example: a worker works in a factory and gets wages. Non-economic activities, activities which do not have any economic motive and are performed with a feeling of love, sympathy, humanity, and patriotism are known as non-economic activities. Example: playing, dancing, housewife cooking, food for family, boy helping an old man across the road, etc. Objectives: economic activities are undertaken to produce goods and services so that human wants are satisfied. The human efforts are directed for the welfare of society. All kinds of occupations and professions are undertaken to create wealth and satisfy human needs. Fisher gives two objectives for economic activities: proper allocation of resources and optimum use of resources. Proper allocation of resources. Economic resources are limited and their requirements are many. It is essential to make a judicious allocation of resources so that maximum needs satisfied. Every person assesses his needs resources. He determines his priorities for applying his resources. Some needs are urgent, while others may wait for some time. An effort is made to get maximum satisfaction out of the use of available resources. Wealth producing activities. The economic activities are undertaken to produce wealth. The wealth is produced by Productive activities. The production may be for the consumption of family members or for the others. A farmer may grow vegetables for selling in the market will fetch income for the farmer. Satisfying human wants. The main aim of economic activities is to satisfy human needs. The needs to be satisfied may be present or future. When a person undertakes a job to earn money and buy necessities for his family, then it will be satisfying present needs. And when a person saves money out of his current earnings for satisfying his needs after the retirement, then it will be a plan for the future. Money income. All economic activities, these may be related to business, profession, or service, help in earning money income. People undertake these activities to satisfy their family needs with the help of money earned through productive activities. A living is possible with money, income earned from economic activities. Developmental activities. Economic activities not only satisfy human wants but also become a basis for economic development of the society. When old needs are satisfied, then new needs crop up. The economic resources are employed to produce new products, and this process helps in generating employment and ultimately the money income. The social development is linked to the economic activities undertaken there. Parts of economic activities, market activities. These type of activities involve remunerating to anyone who performs activity performed for the pay or profit. These include production of goods or services, including government services. Non-market activities. These activities are the production for self-consumption. These can be consumption and processing of primary product and own account production of fixed asset. Basic economic activities. Primary economic activity, secondary economic activity, tertiary economic activity, quaternary activity, quinary activity. Primary activity. These are the economic activities which have been originated in the very beginning. It includes the activities such as forestry, grazing, hunting, food gathering, fishing, agriculture, mining, and quarrying. Secondary economic activity. Secondary economic activity are those that change raw materials into usable products through processing and manufacturing. Bakeries that make flour into bread and factories that change metals and plastics into vehicles are examples of secondary activities. Tertiary economic activity. Tertiary economic activities are those that provide essential services and support the industries into function. Often it is called service industries. This level includes the transportation, finance, utilities, education, retail, housing, medical, and other services. We are educated by school. Since school is doing service, it comes under tertiary activity. Quaternary economic activity are associated with the creation, and transfer of transformation, including research and training, often called information industries. This level has been dramatic growth as a result of advancement in the technology and electronic display and transmission of information. Example, we watch television. The programs are telecasted from television stations. It is an example of quaternary activity. Quaternary economic activity. Quaternary economic activities refers to the high level decision making processes by executives in industries, business, education, and government. This sector include top executives or officials in the fields of science and technology, universities, healthcare, etc. In our house, our parents purchase household articles and make decisions by themselves in some situations. Similarly, the Council of Ministers take decisions to introduce various people welfare schemes in the state. These two are examples of quaternary activity. Factors responsible for location of industries. Industrial locations are complex in nature. They are influenced by the availability of many factors. Some of them are raw materials, land, water, labor, capital, power, transport, and market. The locational factors of industries are grouped into geographical factors and non geographical factors. Geographical factors, raw material, bulky goods, and weight losing materials cannot be transported for long distance. Therefore, industries like iron and steel and sugar industries are located near the place of availability of iron ore and sugar cane respectively. Steel plant in Salem is located near Kanjamalai where iron ore is available. Similarly, sugar industries are located near the sugarcane growing areas. Power. Power is base and essential to run the entire industry. Power is mostly generated from the conventional sources like coal, mineral, oil, and water. So, any one of these sources must be located near the industries to fulfill its power requirement. Labor. Availability of cheap and skilled labor is another important requirement for labor intensive industries. Example, tea industry. Transport. It is needed for transporting raw materials to the industries and also for sending the finished products to the market. Availability of easy transportation always influences the location of an industry. So, the junction points of the waterways, roadways, and railways became active centers of industrial activity. Storage and warehouse. The finished goods should reach the market at the end of the process of manufacturing. Hence, such finished products should be stored at suitable storage or warehouse till the goods are taken to the market. Topography. The site that is selected for the establishment of an industry must be flat so it can be well served by different modes of transport. Climate. Climate of the area selected for an industry is also one of the important factors of location of industry. Extreme climate condition is not suitable for the successful industrial growth. Moreover, there are certain industries which require a specific climate. Examples, Cold, humid climate is ideal for cotton textile industry as Coimbatore and Tirupur have such type of climate. Many cotton textile industries are located in this zone. Water resources. Availability of water is another important factor that influence the industrial location. Many industries are established near rivers, canals, and lakes. For this reason, iron and steel industries, textile industries, and chemical industries require plenty of water for their proper functioning.